open a package. What we got here? What the? Yo, we got a huge Polini filter. And see white brake caliper for the purple bike. S23 throttle cable for the bugeye.
Oh my god, Ryuk wants it so bad.
SB50 mount for the 89 Elite to reposition your shock. Right here, son. Yo, in case you sleep on this, you open this up and you can get a discount in this thing. And now you can possibly get a MOPBOYZ sticker in your goodie bag. Alright, just took the throttle cable out because if you guys watched in the last video, we were having problems with the throttle cable's too tight. This throttle cable's from a GP1 and it has like this weird connection point where it lacks an adapter. It's where it splits off to go to an oil pump. It wasn't working, it was too tight and it was pulling the carb up, so it was stuck at a high idle. Just got this S23 throttle cable that you guys saw right here. Gonna run this in the Zuma, and then I have to, you guys also saw I got an OEM Yamaha Ignition. This one has a lip on it, as you can tell right here, allowing it not to sit flush in the frame, as you see. And then on the other Ignition, it's completely flush. It's a different shape, but it's flush and doesn't have that lip. Therefore, it bolts right up to it and sits flush against the frame. Step up bit and just drill that out a little bit. But I don't want the metal shavings going into my steering tube on top of my bearing, so I'm gonna tilt the scooter this way super far and drill it up so at least the shavings fall out this way. In the other video, I had that Leo Vince pipe and we took the Leo Vince pipe off. Yes, the Leo Vince pipe was stupid loud. I could have repacked it, purchased lined up to buy this Yasuni R for a super cheap price. So I was like, I'd rather have a Yasuni R here than that Leo Vince pipe anyways, and then just run this. So Cole has the Leo Vince pipe. He messed with the packing, got it a lot more quieter. But we throw a Yasuni R on there anyways. I like the Yasuni pipes a lot. It is a Corsa. Now we got a Yasuni R on the Corsa and still have the Chinese carb, but we'll see how she runs with just the Chinese carb. Alright, new throttle cables in there. Now we can start the bike and hear it run real quick. Sounds like we have an exhaust leak. Just drilled the frame out nice and nasty with this huge ass drill bit. The biggest drill bit I could find, and now we should be good to go. Lock works. Alright, I've decided, even though I'm gonna have to redo everything when I get my 10 gauge extension, I'm gonna go ahead and throw all the plastics on right now. I want to see what this bike looks like as a complete bike. Alright, sadly the dude before me, because Yasuni R's have restrictors in them, they have a restrictor in right here, and then they have a restrictor in the silencer, and you kind of have to drill them out, and if you're not careful you'll drill through the pipe. That's exactly what I could tell this guy did, because right on the tack weld for the restrictor. So he drilled through and he tried to fix it with some JB weld. Clean all this up and then just fill it in, weld it real quick because I can hear the exhaust leaking out of there. So clean this all off and then weld it and put it back on. We should be good. Exhaust leak all fixed. Glad, because it was leaking bad out the head right there. So now this thing's sounding real good. These run dual throttle for the stock carb. So when you run only one, it's able to pull it forward and actually rev it by going forwards. So, this thing's pretty cherry. But it goes forwards, or it goes back, or forward. What's the trick to that? Do you just have to get a different throttle? I do have a quick throttle. Alright, about to try first ride on this thing right now. Alright boys, we're about to take the Zoom on its first ride. We gotta let this thing warm up actually, now I think about it. That thing fired right up. No choke? Choke's not even on. She eats. I rode it the other night, as you guys saw in that clip, but the tires were like completely flat, so I didn't even get far. I went down straight down the street and turned around. But I put air in them. It's no longer like midnight, so it's not gonna be too loud. Oh man, I forgot. Throttle works both ways right now. I gotta get my quick throttle ASAP. I can literally drive it by going forward on the throttle. Oh, she's got some power. Oh, little soft spot. Oh. She for sure needs some CVT tuning. That's a lot of crazy combo. Oh man, that gets you. When you come to a stop, you naturally twist forward. Pipe hits right there at that 25-30 range. Something's going weird. It's a weird spot. Right here. Hits. Real hard it hits. Then it really pulls. She's got some decent power, but she can for sure use a lot of tuning. That's for sure. And this throttle, man. This has got to go instantly. You pretty much have to ride one-handed so you don't accidentally put pressure. Oh, she started cutting right there, leaning out for sure. Oh yeah, I don't got a temp gauge either, so it's kind of sketchy holding it wide open. For sure she has some things we gotta work out ASAP before we do any more riding on this thing. But that's okay, I already knew that. This is more just to feel everything motor-wise. Looks-wise, I think the bugeye is probably my least favorite scooter, but dude, honestly this thing feels pretty good. I thought it was gonna feel way steeper. I don't like how much the seat's angled forward like that, because it kind of pushes you forward, but like, oh, you can definitely wheelie this. Yeah, she's got a lot of potential. The throttle's got to go though, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary to even wheelie. When I sat down and started giving it more gas. Oh, she started bogging. She's out of gas. She's running out of... There she goes. Ran out. Well, perfect timing. The first ride on the bugeye, we popped it up though. It felt good to wheelie. I definitely could see why people like wheeling these a lot. There's a lot of room on this seat. Wheeling it just now made me feel like I want to spend a little bit more time riding it. Alright, first review is this throttle housing's got to go. So I'm going to order a N2Y quick throttle when we take this all apart so we can do all the wiring and everything. This throttle, because of the dual throttle cable situation, when you remove that from the stock carb, it has one cable that kind of goes like this and pulls and pushes at the same time. That way it's like a real good feeling throttle. But when you do aftermarket carb, you only have the single throttle cable. So now it goes forward too, because of that stopping point. It's kind of hard to explain, but it makes sense if you saw it inside the throttle housing. But need to get a quick throttle one just like this now. Maybe I'll order the blue one. That way I can put the blue one on here and then put this one on there. Came in for the Banshee. Like I said, I'm trying to bring this thing back to OEM. So, what other than the sticker kit? I have not had a Banshee with the sticker kit yet, so I'm curious what this will look like. I'm also looking for an OEM yellow front grille. If someone has one, please let me know, and also gold rims. I'm looking for Banshee gold rims, so hit me up if you have those. Also an OEM thumb throttle too. You can't even see it in this photo, not a good photo, but we got the sticker kit. We got the Banshee. So here's how she's looking. I'll give you guys a look. I just pulled this front sticker off. See what she's looking like with the new sticker kit. Dude, this thing looks so good with the stock sticker kit. Ignore the paddles on the back right now. It's because I threw my knobbies on the other Banshee so I could test ride it. But man, this thing looks good. I need a stock bumper and the yellow grill like I said, and also want stock handlebars and key, and yeah, let me know if you have any of that. Boys, like I said, I've been prepping for Dumont like crazy, so got the Banshee ready, got my homie's quad ready, been just going in, packing stuff. I got like a whole entire bunch of fluids, you know, ignore the fireworks, but I got a bunch of fluids, hose clamps, freaking lights, you name it, spare lights, all that good stuff. Got a whole thing of spare Banshee parts. You see a radiator hose, pretty much anything that's not like a major component.
You never know.
Juan's out over here tomorrow. Go major shopping, get all the food for the weekend because we're gonna be there 3 days. Got a bunch of stuff going on in the next few weeks. A huge surprise, which a lot of you are gonna be very stoked on the channel. And I can't wait to do that. This is gonna do it for tonight. About to throw my paddles on the back of this thing. And I also kind of want to put this Polini carb I have right here, but it's a 19 millimeter. And I don't know if a 19 is gonna be too small for that with a Corsa 70 kit on it. It might not be, but I'd rather have a 21 mil. Probably order those parts so when we get back, they're ready to go, and we'll take the bugeye on more rips. But that's gonna do it for this one, boys. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Check out the description if you guys want to grab yourself some MOPBOYZ gear and support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.